Welcome everyone to my walkthrough of Swift for Agile software projects. So why Agile? And why Swift? To be Agile is to be able to respond to change, whether it be changes in the marketplace, changes in technology, or changes in what your customer needs. And to be successful, software projects not only need smart people, but also need strong software engineering practices and efficient and effective Agile workflows. And as projects get larger, having efficient workflows becomes crucial, since not only do fellow team members need to be in coordination, but all teams need to be in coordination with each other, and with project leadership, and with the customer. And this is exactly where Swift excels, providing workflow solutions that scale with the project. Now without further ado, let's start walking through the welcome tour of our Swift Agile tool. After signing up, you'll be taken to the Specify page where work is specified. This is shown by the highlighted navigation icon, as well as by the text on the bottom info bar. On the left side of the page is the navigation bar, split into two portions where you can navigate the various Swift pages. On the top of the page is the action bar. The left panel is a hierarchical tree list of work items. For this welcome tour project, it is the list of tasks that you will click through to perform the tour. The right panel contains the details for the selected tree list item. For the welcome tour, read the details of each item and perform any action requested. Let's begin by specifying some work. We are currently on the Specify page. This is where we specify, estimate, and prioritize the work. Let's start by adding a new release. First, we click the plus icon, located on the top product tree list item. Now we will name our new release, calling it Release 1.1 User Credentials. Now using the pencil icon, located on our new release, let's add a new feature, calling it Password Management. Let's now add a new story within our feature and call it Changing the Password. Our new story is currently in the defining state, as indicated on the top of the details page for the item, as well as by the D icon in the work list. And now let's add a description to our new story. As a user, I can change my password by entering in my old password, followed by my new password, and a duplicate confirmation of my new password. To indicate that we are finished specifying the story, we will now mark this work item as sufficiently defined. Notice that our story has changed from the defining state to the sizing state, and a size field has appeared, allowing us to estimate the item. Next, we're going to estimate the work. For this walkthrough, we are going to use story points as our estimation units. We will set them now under the project details. A good practice is to have all estimations made by the person or team doing the work. We will give our new story an estimate of 10 story points. Notice that our work item has changed state from sizing to ready, meaning it is ready to be planned. Since the size of a feature is the total size of its children, also notice that our feature is size 10. Likewise with our release, since it's the total size of all of its children. Let's prioritize the work. For large projects, it is often easier to prioritize releases when we enable the Release Focus view. Now, using drag and drop, it is easy to prioritize our new release between our other two releases. Now if we scroll down our work list, we will see that Release 1.1 is indeed between Release 1 and Release 2. If needed, we can drag other features into our release. Notice how the features temporarily collapse for easier dragging. Likewise, we can reprioritize items as well. Simply drag it and drop it. Let's plan some work. Moving from the Specify page to the Plan page, we are presented with a Kanban chart and can see all the ready items of our project. Planning is simply identifying which items will be worked on next. Depending on which process best fits your situation, planning can be performed by an individual or collectively by a team. It can be performed on an as-needed basis or at the beginning of a regular iteration interval. For the purposes of this walkthrough, let's narrow our focus to Release 1.1 and plan our new story by simply dragging the item from Ready to Planned. Notice the state of the item is now planned. And now, let's implement the work. With our story now specified and planned, we go to the Implement page. This is where the team tracks the progress of their work. Let's hide the Details page to get a better view of things. Here we see another Kanban chart with the final states that we will take our story through. When the software developer starts working on the story, they simply move it to the In Progress column. Reporting of blocked items is very important for efficient workflows. Although it is not a good thing for an item to be blocked, it is a very good thing for project stakeholders to know about the blockage, so appropriate support can be provided to get it unblocked. While working on the story, the developer can also add comments within the item details. And after the work is finished, the developer simply moves the item to Completed. Acceptance is the verification of the completion of an item. Depending on your quality process, the item could be moved to Accepted after it is demoed and accepted by the product owner, or possibly after it has passed automated testing. Notice that the item turns green, and green is good because it means we have taken the item through the entire workflow. Status. Getting a timely and up-to-date status is no small task, especially for large multi-team projects, and when status is constantly changing. Because Swift is central to the project workflow, status is ever only one click away, whether that be a team status, or a release status, or a project status. Here we see a team status report, which is the status of a single team in their efforts towards a particular release. As a quick summary, the report first highlights the percentage of work that has been accepted, followed by the work that is blocked, and finally the work that is yet to be sized. After this comes a more detailed chart of the amount of work in each workflow state, followed by a table summary, and finally a list of the blocked items. Switching from the team view to the project view, we get a status report for the entire release. And choosing all releases, we get a status report for the entire project, always up to date and readily available. We invite you to streamline your workflows using Swift and Agile and get all your cogs moving together. And remember, Swift is built for scale. Bring in more teams by integrating them into your common Swift workflow. We hope this simple walkthrough of Swift for Agile software projects was helpful. We invite you to sign up and try out Swift for free, no strings attached. And from us here at Red Gazelle, may all your software projects be successful.